Hi everyone. Hello. It's been a minute since I have blogged or just been out there, period. But it's for a good reason. It's for an awesome reason. So first I would like to say hello. I am Ebony G. I am co-owner of Living with a Purpose Consulting, and today on our brand new website, which I am so excited about. It looks beautiful, and it actually has a very distinct purpose associated with it. So we have done and talked about and explored and been through so many different phases of health and wellness. We've talked about personal development. We've talked about goal setting. We've talked about healthy mindset. We've talked about, so many different things. And we were really just trying to find what exactly do we want to do? Who exactly do we want to serve? So being as though me and co-owner Asia, we have both worked with dialysis patients for 16 years. We have devoted our lives for 16 years towards dialysis patients and their families and helping them to cope better and to live better and to understand why they need to do what they need to do so that they can live, a long, healthy life for themselves and for their families. And so when we first started our business, that was the goal. Like the goal was to help dialysis patients, and their families, but we just didn't know how to do that. And now I feel like 2 years later, because we've been in business for 2 years, and we finally see the path in which we can be a part of the solution and support and guide people on dialysis and their family members so that they can have a better life. They can decrease hospitalizations and ER visits, which means, that family members won't have to take off work as much. And it also means that less medical bills are being created. So it's a lot of positive things that come from simply learning how to manage this disease. And we still do it in a holistic way. So we're still going to tap into that emotional, tap into that physical, tap into that mental, tap into that environmental, tap into that intellectual. We're still tapping into all of those wellness domains that we have come, to also live by. But we're doing it strictly geared towards either dialysis wellness or preventative care in regards of trying to educate families. Like if you have a family member, that this could be you. So you really need to be careful about what you're doing, how you're doing it, and you need to be mindful as well as to what's going on. So like I said, we are just two women who have devoted 16 years of our lives to dialysis. And, we just want to make things better. We have developed, among other things. So we are working on a lot of things. And what I want to talk to you about today is this is just like an overview of who we are and what our mission is and how we want to just make things better, help people, because when we were working in a unison, we were seeing like there's such a gap between the dialysis unit, what goes on in the dialysis unit, between what goes on home, and between doctor's appointments and what all of these different doctors are saying. And the person on dialysis is confused. They don't really know how to relate to their family members, so their family members are confused and they don't really know what their family member on dialysis needs, and it's just a big ball of confusion. And the person who loses out is the patient, and by us working in the units, we saw that day in and day out for 16 years. Another thing we also saw was families. We've dialyzed generations. We have dialyzed generations of families, and we want to stop seeing that. And some things, aren't within our control, genetic and hereditary things, but some things are within our control. Some of these lifestyle modifications, they are definitely within our control, and we feel like we have been the people tasked to kind of like push this to the forefront. Because I know, especially here in Baltimore where we are, there are in everywhere, dialysis is trending up everywhere. But, we see high incidence of hypertension, high incidence of diabetes. And though we don't only work with people in Baltimore because of this great thing called the internet, we can work with people from all over. So what we did was we developed the Kidney Connection. So the Kidney Connection, we have a podcast. You can find us on iTunes and Google Play under the Kidney Connection. And, we broadcast Monday through Friday with just little tidbits. Sometimes it's a consistent theme throughout the week, and sometimes it's just some of the things that come up that that we receive, that we get in through email and questions and such, that we just decide to just answer on a podcast platform. And so the goal of Kidney Connection is to bring awareness, education, and solutions to patients and families that are affected by kidney disease. And we also provide preventative health education for families and people at risk of developing kidney disease. So everything we do is under that kidney umbrella. But that's just what we do. And so we have developed the Kidney Connection Dialysis School. And what this dialysis school is going to do is we're going to teach people on dialysis as well as their family members, and or if they both want to come together, or if it's just a family member coming for the patient, or it's the patient themselves coming. And we're going to teach people, we're going to deep dive into just the mechanics of dialysis and what goes on in the unit and all of the instructions that you're given and why they're so important. But more importantly, at the end of all of that education and awareness, we are going to provide you the solutions that you need to successfully implement these things into your life. So, dialysis is a complex disease, and there are basic protocols to follow. But the reality is everyone is different. And so the treatment plan is made around the person and their blood work. And, not having a specific plan is commonly what we find the reason why more people don't, feel confident that they can return and find a new normal of their life that resembles, the life that they've always known. But this is possible. This is possible for you if you're on dialysis, and this is possible, from your family member, if you're a family member watching me. So in our class, we will walk through all aspects of getting dialysis, what kidney failure is and what it isn't, what to expect in the unit, specific dietary needs, and how to manage your life now, because it is, it's a lot of time. It's a lot of, energy being put out, whether it's at treatment or just trying to figure everything out. We all know we're all human, and there's some things that are specific to dialysis patients, but it's some things that just happen to all of us in life. And when big things happen to us in life, what happens? Mentally we're exhausted because it's tiring, it's stressful, and being on dialysis is no different. It's no different. So we deep dive into all of these modules, and they're held over the course of 4 weeks. And the point of that is because we don't make, habit and routine changes quickly. We have to have time to process them. We have to have time to actually come up with the solid, stable, concrete plan that's actually going to work. And that's the point. We don't give ourselves enough time to process things and to, accept the changes that we're going to have to make, to plan for the changes that we're going to have to make, to implement the changes that we're going to have to make, then come back and reassess what of those plans worked, what didn't, what could be fixed, what needs to be done. We don't give ourselves that time. And it's just like, we're just like, oh, we did it. It didn't work. I can't do it. And that's not true. That is not true. So that's why it takes 4 weeks, because we deep dive into these concepts, and you're with us. You can ask us questions. And this class can be done. We're holding a class in person, actually in Baltimore, but this class is also, we're working on having a virtual class where we can sit and we can talk to people all over, and that will be great. So we're not limited by location. So you can ask us questions, and we develop a plan together that's only for you. So if you're coming to be a better support for a family member, we can take their treatment plan and habits to build a more meaningful, intentional schedule in their life. So when does this begin? The in-person will begin in November, and more details for how to sign up will be coming out. So over the next few months, I will be holding webinars and just some Facebook Lives to share what I know in the hopes of helping dialysis patients and their families live a healthier life and live a more active life and do it together. And that's what this is about. This is about being able to have a better quality of life, more quality time with the people that you love as a family. And that's, that's what we want. And so this moving forward will be our focus. It will be what we are, what we do. If you have any questions at all, find us on Facebook, on the contact page on our website. You can reach us that way. You can email us. We would love to hear from you. We would love to hear your concerns. We would love to hear the points that you're struggling with so that we can help you, because it's not always about money. Yes, we are a business and we provide a service, but that doesn't mean that there aren't some things that you could quickly, easily solve with the tips and the tools and the skills that we talk about, on an ongoing basis. Sometimes everybody doesn't need that deeper level of help. So it is our goal to provide the levels of health for everyone that looks at us, and hopefully they can get in where they fit in. If you can just get some help from a tip from off the podcast, great. If you can get a tip from listening, to my vlogs, great. But if you need that deeper level of understanding and clarity, we also have coaching programs. So we have, a little something for everyone. So I'm so excited about our path and where we're going. And I thank you so much for being a part of it. And I will see you later, as I will be, doing blogs a lot more often. And you'll see me on social media. You'll see both of us. You'll see, we're going to start to put out there too, that we have our dialysis shirts, that provide comfort and convenience as well as confidence to dialysis patients. So it'll be more on that, like more on everything. So thank you so much for listening, and let me know. Leave me a message. Leave me a comment at the bottom of this vlog. Have a great day. Bye.